What's going on, Newbieverse and Pressable Defects fans all over? I got my two guys here for part 2 of Defects Spec. What's going on out there, Newbieverse? It is yours truly, Newbie, joined here with the Defects. This is part 2 of a spec video. Link is down below for part 1 on the Defects channel. Make sure you tune in. Guys, what's going on?
What is up, brother? Thank you for having us. An awesome collab, my man.
Newbie, what's up, brother? Yeah, this was fun. We did, like you said, we did the other half. This is fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. We like doing these doubleheader spec videos, so hopefully your viewers like the books that we pick. Thanks for having us on.
It's always a fun time when you guys are on. So, yeah, let's get it started. First up, though, we got a few friends we need to talk about. First up, Big B Comics, 3 stores, Niagara, Barrie, and Hamilton. You guys know I rep the one in Niagara. Make sure you guys go check out the rest of them. Also, we got Mutant Beaver Comics. Use code word newbie10, get 10% off. They ship everywhere, Canada, US, Mexico, wherever. It does not matter. And also, make sure you guys go check out Bleecker Street Comics. $10 presses here in Southern Ontario, one of the best. Make sure you guys go check out bleekerstreetcomics.com. Use code word newbiecomics, #1, 10% off. Guys, so let's get started. Let's start the spec show. All right, guys. First up, we got Jay with his pick. Here we go.
Guys, Punisher 218. And before I throw this out there, you cannot hunt for this book on eBay. This is a book that you're going to have to hunt for in your LCSs or maybe online comic shops because prices on eBay are already going through the roof. Again, guys, Punisher 218 from January of 2018, written by Matthew Rosenberg, and that cover A is illustrated by Clayton Crane. And this is the first cover and cameo appearance of the Punisher as War Machine, guys. That middle book is the 2018 photo variant featuring John Bernthal, who we all know from Punisher from that Netflix series. And then we have the 1 in 25 variant by Greg Smallwood. Guys, extremely hard book to find. Not also that, guys, but there is a second print on this 218, which print run is only 1,129, and it's by Tim Bradstreet. Guys, the reason I picked these books, Noob, if you could just throw up that fan art. Photos of John Bernthal and Don Cheadle from the set of Armor Wars were posted online, and they were quickly taken down. And you guys know, you both know in the game, when the mouse takes those pictures off online and vanishes them for good, it's for good reason, guys.
Yep.
So these pictures were posted online. They were only up there for about 24 hours. And what's cool about the set photos was it takes place in the timeline of Falcon and Winter Soldier. The reason I know that, because in the background, there's a picture of Cap is back with the Captain America from Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, guys, books to be on the lookout for. Those 218s you could definitely find in your LCSs. It's going to be hard. Again, guys, you could find them online, but stay off of eBay. Now, we move on to Punisher number 219, which came out 1 month later, February of 2018. This is the first full appearance of Punisher in the War Machine outfit, guys. Super, super hot book. We got the original cover by Clayton Crane again, and that second print, guys, is a ghost. That's by Gayu Villanova, and the print run on these were about 1,300, a little shy of 1,300. So, guys, if you could find these, we all know what happens with these MCU shows. Punisher has a tremendous cult following. And if it is shown on a Disney Plus show or movie or in this upcoming Armor War series, John Bernthal wearing this War Machine, these books are going to absolutely skyrocket. So be on the lookout for them.
Whew. Yeah, you see, I got the helmet right there, you know, so big Punisher fans, me and Jay. So for us, like, these books are cool to have in the collection no matter what. Not a lot of people know what these books are. So like Jay said, you could definitely find them. We just recently found some in our, one of the LCSs we go to.
Yep.
So they're out there, you know, these are books, like Jay said, to more be on the lookout for. You know, the price tag's a little high already on eBay because the people that do have them know what they are.
Yep.
But if this does happen, I 100% agree with you, Jay. So these are just awesome covers either way. So
I got big hopes for Armor Wars, so the fact that he's going to be in it, I'm pumped for it. I thought he was great on the show. He's been great in a lot of things that the actor has been involved.
Yeah.
I was telling Matt just before, man, that 219 cover, that cover A is unreal. I love it. And like you both said, this book is in bins. I paid $8 for mine back in October. A lot of people don't know what this is, but the ones that do, they know what it is. I would definitely stay away from eBay. Try to go on bins, Instagram, things like that. But this is definitely a book you definitely want to have before that show drops. All right, Matt, you're up, brother. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, so guys, Captain America 192. This is the first appearance of Carla Sofin. Later becomes the second Moonstone, all right? So this is her first appearance kind of as just, you know, I don't know what the best way to say, just as Carla Sofin, not as the character she becomes or the alias that she becomes. This is a good book to have. This is a, you know, cap book. You know, in higher grade, these definitely go for a lot, not because of her, just because, you know, this era of cap books, if you start to get them in higher grade, they're $20, $30 for the non-keys. And obviously this is somewhat of a key. And I'm going to tell you why I think that Moonstone could be making, you know, her way to the MCU. So this is a great book to have, but the book that you really want to go after is the next one we're going to talk about here. And that's going to be Hulk, The Incredible Hulk, number 228. This is Carla Sofin as Moonstone. As you see there, the second Moonstone, and that's the more important one. So Dr. Carla Sofin, psychiatrist, evil. She basically, you know, got off on messing people's heads up. And she becomes Moonstone. And guys, she has a ton of ties to people in groups that we either know are coming or we believe are coming. So let me mention some of the ties that are out there for her. Baron Zemo's Masters of Evil. Okay, she's part of that. We know Zemo. Everybody's thinking Masters of Evil could be Thunderbolts. She's part of the original Thunderbolt team. She goes in as an alias. I think it's Meteorite, but then it's later revealed that Meteorite is actually Moonstone. So yes, she is part of the original Thunderbolts team. Dark Avengers, she has ties to that. Obviously, she's in a Hulk book. You see she's throwing Hulk through the wall. She has ties to the Hulk and Gamma Labs. She uses her credentials as a doctor to get into a Gamma Lab. So there's ties there. Another tie to the MCU already. I said Dark Avengers. And of course, she has ties to, this is probably the most important part, Skrull, the Kree, and Captain Marvel. Okay. And that's why I believe that this character could possibly be a villain in the next Captain Marvel movie. She's a tough character. She's a tough cookie. She's very strong. Obviously, we see that on the cover there. I've heard a couple people speculating that this is the Miss Marvel. This is the Captain Marvel 2 villain, not Rogue, that it's going to be Moonstone. I'm one of those people. I've been speculating on this character for quite some time. If it's not Captain Marvel, I do believe that she will make her way into the MCU one way or another because there's just so many ties and it makes sense. It's a really strong female character, which we know that the mouse is trying to push right now. So, boys, what do you think?
I like it, man. Great picks, both books. And I like you covered both bases. You covered, you know, her first appearance and then her first appearance as Moonstone. So you're covering all grounds. Like you said, man, she's tied to so many different groups. How could she not pop? Great choice, Matt.
I agree, man. You're covering all your bases. You know, there's different situations where this happens and people only cover one. You're covering both. I will say that Hulk 228 was a very affordable book. I believe up until like February, maybe even still. So it hasn't reached its full potential, but I love what you're saying about the Captain Marvel stuff, man. However, Rogue B, my favorite, you know, my comic crush growing up. I don't know. I kind of want to see her, but I can totally see this being the plan B, or if it's not Rogue, this definitely happened. So definitely get this one up before it catches on, you know, like its ceiling.
There you go.
All right, guys. It's newbie time. All right, guys. So my books aren't matching like these two gentlemen, and they're not the sexy pick, but sometimes the non-sexy picks usually win. So
that's right.
Kitty Pryde Wolverine number 5. This is the first time that Kitty Pryde chooses Shadowcat as her mutant name. Sometimes you have to go with what the next best book is. Obviously, X-Men 129 being out of reach for a lot of people, this could see fire. Now, I will tell you right now, this book is a 50-cent book. Why? Because I have 12 copies, all near mint. They're all in great shape. You can't miss it. Why? Because no one was picking this up. I do think that Shadowcat will be referenced. I mean, it's not a big thing, but a lot of people were sleeping on the West Coast Avengers 45 as well, and look where that went, right? When you're talking about next best books, if you're priced out at X-Men 129, this is not a bad book to get, especially when the cheap buy-in is 50 cents to $1. There is a 9.9 on the census, but there's not many 9.8s, 9.6s. That's because people are ordering them, but definitely a book I'd be on the lookout for.
Yeah, great pick, Newbie, man. We already seen what that 129 did. It went absolutely insane. So just like you said, man, when those get out of reach, you got to start looking for different key books from that character. This is great, especially if you could buy in cheap, like you mentioned, a book that is worth grabbing, guys.
Yep. A phrase that we like to use here and the Warriors like to use and Erod likes to use is it's not the book, but it is a book. And that, especially in this market, that is a good thing to have a book when it comes to a character that's most likely headed to the big screen. And either way, it's just like you said, it's a 50-cent book. So low buy-in, you cannot go wrong buying this book.
All right, my final pick here is Moon Knight Annual 1 from the 2019 series. And as you can see right there, there's a lot of first appearances. Usually that means good things, but you never know where they're going to go with this Moon Knight series. If it's done, I have a hard time believing that this series will be done after the one series. I believe Moon Knight has a big future. They got, Isaac Oscar. They've got a lot of good actors and actresses in it. I think we're going to see him in the big screen for a movie at some point, but definitely not a book that's on everybody's radar. That's key because these books in Near Mint Plus are like $6 to $7. And look at all those first appearances. You cannot go wrong with a book that has that many first appearances, especially when it's cheap buy-in.
Yeah, and you guys, once Moon Knight drops on Disney Plus, it is going to go absolutely insane. The fight scenes already look crazy. Just like Newbie said, I don't think this is a one-and-done season. This is a character that has a huge fan base that Disney is going to build up. You'll probably see him in team-ups with all different other street-level characters, so another great pick, Novi.
Yeah, when you go and watch, if maybe you watched it already or maybe you're going to watch it right after this, but when you watch the second half of this doubleheader over on Pressable Defects channel, you'll see us talk about Moon Knight over there. And essentially, they're going to build this new universe, right, around some of these new characters. And he's going to have his own universe. So it's not going to be one series and done. His arc is just starting. So if some of these characters, the character that I spoke about, the characters you see here, don't show up immediately, don't get discouraged because his arc is just literally beginning. And I think it's going to be one that you see for the next few phases. So they're going to constantly introduce some characters. So right now, it's, again, low buy-in. You can't go wrong. Great pick, Newbie.
And guys, don't forget, I miss saying this, but multiverse.
Yep.
You got to think, with all this multiverse stuff, it's not out of the realm. So definitely a book I would grab.
I like it.
All right, guys. So that is the show. That is the spec given by yours truly, Newbie, and by Pressable Defects. Again, if you guys haven't checked out part 1, it is on the Pressable Defects channel. Link is down below. And if you don't know who Pressable Defects is, now you know. You have no excuses. Guys, I want to thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. Always a good time. Let's do it again.
Yeah, Newbie, definitely. I appreciate you having us. If you came here from the Pressable Defects channel and you're subscribed to us, but not Newbie, make sure you subscribe, like this video, do all that good stuff. And if you don't know who we are, like Newbie said, give us a shot. Go check out our half of the video. And if you like us, maybe stick around and watch some of the other stupid stuff we do. So appreciate you having us, brother.
Yeah, no problem, guys. All right.
Thanks, Newbie.
Later.